Hello, I'm your host, Mandy, and I head up marketing here at Zenith. Welcome to the first of 4 videos, the series that will deliver more flexibility and add cash to your business. In the first video, I'm joined by my 2 colleagues who will discuss why this formula is so compelling. So as an IT or finance leader, keep listening. We provide easy to implement, tried and true steps, giving you access to the experts. So let's get started. Mark, over to you.
Thanks, Mandy. Hi, I'm Mark. I'm CTO at Zenith and co-owner. My role is really driving the business forward and working with other vendors to try and give our clients the best value through the solution. Zenith's been in the managed services business for around 40 years, and we have a stretch of clients globally in 53 countries. So, we're really looking always at the forward edge, trying to be those leaders, and my role in the organization is to keep us there.
Excellent.
Hi, I'm Paul, Head of Digital Workplace at Zenith. I've been now over 20 years specifically in the end user computing sector. My previous role was Global IT Director for local IT support with 250 support staff underneath me. My role now in Head of Digital Workplace is finding specific solutions and technologies right for our clients to help their effectiveness and efficiency.
Fantastic. So, Mark, I'm going to start with you.
Yep.
Why should companies change the way they procure technology today?
Mandy, I think really the traditional method for technology was a cash purchase. And, things are moving so fast these days that can create delays and can create problems that you get with that delay in the program. What we've tried to create here is game changer. Really trying to bring that flexibility in, the effective approach, and really trying to look at balancing the cash flow and keeping it working well. And we're working towards a subscription-based model, really trying to bring in that every company can have the latest tech all of the time.
Excellent. So does this subscription model, how does that work? Is it like a pay per user?
Yeah, so what we're really aiming towards, Mandy, is to try and get into that pay per user basis. So it's really effective. You understand what your spend is for companies, so they know that with all the technology that they need, that end user is going to have that sort of cost base to them. So it's quite easy from a budget and future budget perspective.
Fantastic. So just one more question. Where should a business start that change from, Mark?
So I think there's so many different places you can look at, Mandy, but one of the key areas, and I think that has probably the greatest impact, because it's so quick to bring to the table, is end user computing. So your laptops, your PC, especially with the hybrid workforces and the changes in how the job in the workplace has happened over the last little while, that it can have a significant impact, and very quickly.
Excellent. So I'm going to shift over to Paul from his experience. What are those challenges with end user procurement of technology today?
Okay, thanks, Mandy. Primary challenges I've seen over the years, definitely budget constraints and high upfront costs. Rapid technology advancement leading to technology obsolescence, limited scalability, lack of flexibility, barriers to growth for the organization. End user productivity and satisfaction now has come to the top now due to the remote working and hybrid practices. Maintenance and support, again, increased security and compliance risk, especially now when we see every 4 seconds there's a new virus out there, and the lifecycle managing now, the complexity around lifecycle management.
It's almost like when I put my hat on and I start thinking about it, it actually impacts every area of the IT architecture. So if you can take your focus and shift that from IT architecture to what actually impacts the business for our viewers, what's top of mind?
One of the primary business impacts is the decrease in user productivity. When the end user struggles with technology issues, they face downtime or experience communication or collaboration challenges, their ability to perform tasks efficiently and effectively can be hampered. So this can lead to missed deadlines, delays in projects. High upfront costs also now can delay the procurement cycle.
Yeah.
That means increased burden onto the IT teams for allowing the increased support requirements. Also has an impact on the business, on their efficiency and capability to do business as well. Obsolete technology has always been a challenge and cannot be ignored. Technologies which are not fit for purpose or require frequent maintenance and support leads to additional expense. That's always been the case. Due to productivity losses, additional financial impacts, and wasted time and resources. Limited scalability and flexibility hinders the company's performance to adapt to changing markets. This was shown very highly when people were using Teams and Zooms during the hybrid, when everybody was working from home, when they didn't have maybe the right equipment, webcams or CPU or RAM performance to allow users to use that technology, affecting the performance and productivity levels for them to do their work and for the business.
So Paul, that must have quite a big impact on the RT teams themselves as well. You know, their burden's already heavy with so much transformation, so much change in their time. What, you know, how does that affect those teams, and at what point does it start to really come in?
So yeah, of course, when that is happening, IT teams will now need to spend their resources around that, which distracts them from initiatives, especially from innovation. So if they're working with day-to-day issues, they're now not able to go in and implement the strategic requirements from the company.
So that has a hit on delayed projects, etc. Like
delayed projects, innovation, and the capacity.
Easy for you to say.
Capability of the company for their objectives.
Perfect.
Yeah, it sounds like getting it wrong could be disastrous. I understand a lot better why end user productivity is top of the list. It sounds like it's the source of considerable frustration. If you could go a little bit further on that employee productivity loss, especially for those hybrid and remote workers.
Yeah, so we know over time issues will happen with the devices. Specifically coming to the end of the term, third year onwards, the device starts to perform more slowly and there is more malfunctions on the device. So what that will show is when a user is working from home, frustrations will appear, which will also most probably affect the way that they are doing their work, hinder their performance levels. Because remote workers and hybrid workers rely so heavily on technology, any type of malfunction starts to cause a bigger wave effect in what they're doing. That also can hinder the way that line managers or heads of departments look at lost productivity, which may then give them, or may increase pressure on their own workers to meet those lost deadlines due to faulty equipment, which in its own right creates new sets of challenges with potential retention of staff. A recent survey found that 45% of companies are still not fully set up for hybrid working. So 75% of IT decision makers are therefore focusing now on employee engagement.
Thank you, Paul. So, Mark, I'm kind of thinking people have been procuring technology the old way for so long,
Yep.
right? So firms might resist changing their established procurement process because it doesn't feel broken yet. So why should we fix it? So can you give some recommendations for our viewers on what is the cost of not doing this almost?
Yeah, so I think change is always hard and it's always inevitable. So, you know, the reality of, especially more recently, that change has been significant, and not being able to stay pace could have a real impact on your competitive advantage, how you go to market, your flexibility to change, your ability to react to market changes, client changes, all come into that factor and really start to have an impact. So I suggest whatever everybody's doing, you know, consider a different way, because now is the time. We work a different way, we act a different way, and I'd start making a plan on how that might fit into a future technology layout and procurement option.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mark and Paul, really illuminating. And thank you, viewers, for joining our first video. While change isn't easy, we are here to help, and we've got 3 more videos coming. Next week, Mark will be talking with our friend Mike, whose company helps UK businesses purchase technology on subscription for some leasing pricing. So we'll be talking about that. So bring your finance team and gain some more internal support. Together, you will solve those biggest challenges and will create better opportunities. Until next time.